Life has a way of piling up, sometimes gently, sometimes with relentless force. There are days when the ordinary routines, the ones we've navigated countless times before, suddenly feel overwhelming. The morning alarm rings, but instead of feeling ready to greet the day, you're met with a sense of dread. The list of tasks waiting for you seems endless, and even the smallest chore feels insurmountable. You are not alone in this experience. At some point, everyone faces moments when everyday life feels like too much. In these moments, it's important to know that there are ways to cope, to gently guide yourself back to a place of balance, and to rediscover the resilience within. The first step in coping is recognizing and honoring your feelings. When overwhelm settles in, it's common to judge yourself harshly or to feel guilty for not being able to handle it. But emotions, especially those tied to stress and anxiety, are natural responses to life's demands. Allow yourself to acknowledge what you're feeling without criticism. Imagine your emotions as waves. They may crash forcefully at times, but they also recede. Simply naming what you feel, stress, anxiety, exhaustion, sadness, can begin to lessen their grip. Next, pause and breathe. While it might sound simple, intentional breathing is a powerful tool. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose, hold it for a moment, and let it out through your mouth. Repeat this a few times, noticing how your body feels with each breath. These moments of mindful breathing signal to your nervous system that it can relax, helping to quiet the racing thoughts and tension that come with overwhelm. As you begin to feel a bit more grounded, consider the power of breaking things down. When life feels like too much, it's often because we're trying to carry every task, every responsibility, and every worry all at once. Instead, focus on one thing at a time. Write down everything that's swirling in your mind, the tasks, obligations, and concerns. Seeing them on paper can make them less nebulous, less threatening. From that list, pick one small, manageable thing to do. It could be making your bed, sending an email, or simply drinking a glass of water. Completing even one small task can create a sense of accomplishment and momentum. It's also helpful to remember that self-care isn't just a buzzword. It's a necessity, especially when life feels overwhelming. Self-care doesn't have to be elaborate. It could be taking a short walk, listening to your favorite song, having a cup of tea, or simply sitting quietly for a few moments. Think of these acts as ways to refill your emotional reserves. When you nurture yourself, you're better equipped to handle whatever comes next. Another important coping skill is setting boundaries. It's okay to say no, to delegate tasks, or to postpone non-essential obligations. Often, we feel overwhelmed because we're stretching ourselves too thin, trying to meet every expectation, both our own and those of others. Take a moment to consider what truly requires your attention right now and what can wait. Allow yourself the space to focus on what's essential and give yourself permission to let go of the rest, at least for now. Social support is equally crucial. Reach out to someone you trust, a friend, family member, or counselor, and share what you're experiencing. Sometimes just voicing your struggles can lighten the load, and you may find comfort in knowing that others care and understand. Remember, you don't have to face everything alone. If you're not ready to talk, consider writing your thoughts in a journal. Putting feelings into words can help process and organize them, making them feel less overwhelming. Movement can also be a powerful antidote to overwhelm. Gentle exercise, such as stretching, walking, or yoga, can release tension from your body and shift your mental state. Physical activity stimulates the production of endorphins, which help improve mood and reduce stress. You don't need a long workout. Even a few minutes of movement can make a difference. When everyday life feels like too much, it's easy to get caught in cycles of negative thinking. You might find yourself ruminating on worries or imagining worst-case scenarios. In these moments, practice self-compassion. Remind yourself that you're doing your best, that it's okay to struggle, and that tough times don't last forever. Try repeating gentle affirmations, such as, "I am strong enough to get through this," or "It's okay to ask for help." Sometimes, overwhelm is a sign that something deeper needs attention. If you find that these feelings persist, or if they interfere significantly with your ability to function, consider seeking professional support. Therapists and counselors are trained to help you navigate challenging emotions and develop effective coping strategies. There's no shame in asking for help. In fact, it's a sign of courage and self-awareness. It's also helpful to adjust your expectations during difficult times. Perfection is not the goal. Progress is. Give yourself grace for unfinished tasks and imperfect moments. Celebrate small victories, even if they seem insignificant. Remember that healing and recovery are processes, not destinations. One of the most grounding strategies is to reconnect with the present moment. Overwhelm often arises from worries about the future or regrets about the past. Practicing mindfulness, focusing on what's happening right now, can anchor you in reality and reduce anxiety. Notice the sensations in your body, the sounds around you, or the colors you see. You might try a simple mindfulness exercise, such as feeling the texture of an object or paying attention to your breath. These practices can help you return to the here and now, where things are often less daunting than they seem. If you're enjoying this video and it's helping you, don't forget to like it, subscribe to the channel, and check out the links in the description. We always have a gift for you. As you navigate periods when everyday life feels like too much, remember that these feelings are part of the human experience. Even in the midst of struggle, there is hope. You have the strength to cope, the wisdom to seek support, and the resilience to adapt. Life's challenges may ebb and flow, but so does your capacity to meet them. In time, overwhelm will subside. You'll find yourself breathing a little easier, moving a little lighter, and noticing the simple joys that were always there. A smile from a loved one, the warmth of sunlight, the comfort of a familiar routine. Be gentle with yourself as you move through these moments. Trust that you're capable, even when it feels hard. You are not alone, and you are stronger than you think. So, when everyday life feels like too much, take it one breath, one moment, and one small step at a time. Each act of kindness toward yourself is a building block for resilience. With patience and compassion, you will find your way back to balance, and the world will begin to feel manageable once again.